What are we being lied to about? And why? What's the fucking point? If it was true, why would they need to lie? Something's been going on since 50s, 60s, and say we're able to shoot a rocket fucking high enough. Now, anybody who's done research on NASA knows that NASA has been lying to us since the beginning. It was founded by a bunch of Nazis, for one. And just around the same time as the Antarctic Treaty, just afterwards. And what the fuck did they find in Antarctica, and why? If you want to know the truth, that's where you got to start. World War II. Look at what Hitler knew. Look at where he so-called disappeared, and follow it. Operation Paperclip to Operation High Jump. Then the Antarctic Treaty. Why will they not let people go down there? Oh, I'm sorry. People can go down there on a special guided tour, and it costs about $5-10 grand a seat. It's bullshit. Nobody's going to spend $5-10 grand a seat to take a flight down to Antarctica, supposedly the South Pole, and back. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Nobody spends money on that bullshit. Nobody can stockpile fuel down there, which is really suspicious. Definitely makes you think if you keep going, there's something they don't want you to know. Now, I understand how fucking stupid Flat Earth sounds. That's because we've been indoctrinated since we were little. That's what they told us in school. That people used to be stupid. People were so dumb that they didn't agree with Galileo. They didn't agree with all these people. They didn't agree with Columbus. Columbus watched boats sail over the edge, and he took a ball and he noticed that the earth must be round. So he sailed around the earth and proved it. No, Columbus didn't prove that the earth was round. He proved you can get from the eastern hemisphere to the western hemisphere by sailing due west. And by thinking the earth was round, he got lost as fuck. But what'd he find? He didn't land up in the Indies like he thought. Well, he called the people Indians because he thought he was in somewhere where he fucking wasn't. Now, like I said, I know how dumb the Flat Earth sounds. And for 2 years, I've been watching these episodes. I've been doing experiments. I've been watching the experiments, paying close attention. And it's the only possible explanation. If you actually do the research yourself, instead of thinking, oh my God, ever since I was 5 years old and I first went to kindergarten, they had a globe in the room, and I was taught that anybody who thought the earth was flat was stupid. Why would they teach that? Why would they teach anybody stupid? Because they want you to believe certain things. And you have to understand why. And when they want you to believe something, when they tell you to believe things, that's when you should be most concerned. That's when you should be most aware. Now, I like the way this one YouTuber puts it, that forensic pathologists, forensic investigators, and stuff like that, when something is a complete anomaly, when the chances of it are like winning the fucking Powerball, when they're millions and millions to one, then it can't be. And when you have so many of those things in one fucking sitting, it's total bullshit. Like NASA. Of course, the government tells us a magic bullet killed JFK, right? Flew through him, somebody else, and back. Now, the government has all these anomalies that we're supposed to believe them. We're supposed to have faith in them like gods. And what do they give us? Bullshit CGI pictures that we should believe. We should believe that on September 11th, 3 black boxes went missing, and the chances of that are fucking astronomical. It doesn't happen. It didn't happen. Titanium does not burn. But a passport survives, right? You know, I can't believe that people are so stupid. They're so either happy in their little cocoon that they don't fucking question reality. They don't look at the fucking moon landing footage and say, I can see the fucking strings. Because you can. You can see the fucking strings. Not only that, but I mean, they're not jumping like a sixth of the Earth's gravity. They're not jumping 20 feet in the air. It's absolutely ridiculous. To any graphic designer, you can easily see that it's all CGI and it's all bullshit. But why? Why is the fucking question. And the point I was getting at, it sounds fucking stupid when you first say the flat earth. And then for a couple months, couple years, you research it. You look, you try to find the curve anywhere. You shoot lasers across fucking lakes, and you notice it does not fucking exist. It should be easily provable. We wouldn't have stuff like Airy's failure, the Bedford experiment, Polaris. If the fucking world was flying around the sun at over 1 million miles a day. You have to understand, if the sun is 93 million miles away from the Earth, not only is it 93 million miles to the sun, but to go all the fucking way around it is well over 400 million miles. So in a 365-day year, you're going well over 1 million miles a day. And Polaris has never moved. Not only that, but with the heliocentric theory, we're chasing the sun. The sun's shooting out of the Big Bang. The universe is constantly expanding, right? But none of these constellations are expanding. They don't even move. There's no parallax between the stars. If you don't understand parallax, stop the fucking video. Look up the law of perspective. Look down at your downtown skyline when you're driving by. Parallax is everywhere. You can't get away from it. If we were moving at all, if the universe was expanding, you'd constantly see that. The constellations wouldn't be in the same fucking place they were when the Egyptians were around. So why do they not want us to know this? Like, is it really because, we fucked up for 500 years, we said something that was wrong, and now we're too proud to admit it? Come on, it's all about control. Money and control. Think about who fucking runs the place, man. Understand what the hell is going on in this world. So, back to the point at hand. I understand how dumb when you first hear flat earth. Oh, well, they have to be idiots because that's what we've all been told in school. That's what, my teacher told me when I was in 2nd grade, that anybody who thought the earth was flat was stupid. So I didn't want to be stupid, so I said it was round for years and years and years. And now I still think they're stupid and they don't think about science because that's what my teacher told me in 2nd fucking grade. Well, then look at the science. Go out there for yourselves. Do the fucking science homework yourself. Do the experiments yourself. And you're going to be the one shouting into a fucking YouTube screen saying, wake the fuck up, people. It's so easy to see. And it is all around you. It is all around you. There is no way we are moving over 1 million miles a day. There is no fucking way. It does not make sense. The math does not add up. Well, gravity apparently adds up when you do 500 pages of math and times the Earth by 4 times its size. Okay, so maybe the Earth is, 30 times its fucking size that we're being told, and they're hiding a shitload of land. And that's the only way it's fucking round, is that it's way bigger than we're being told. Because if it was 25,000 miles in circumference, you could easily see this curve. You wouldn't be able to see Chicago across Lake Superior, 60 miles away. You wouldn't see the fucking Statue of Liberty from 60 miles at sea when it's thousands of feet behind a curve and tilted, because it'd be on the other side of the curve, so it'd be fucking tilted away as well. Buildings would be tilted away, mountains tilted away. You can see mountains for fucking hundreds of miles. You can see across fucking from island to island. It does not make sense why people don't wake the fuck up. You know, and they sit there and talk all this shit. Oh, flat earthers don't listen to science. Flat earthers are all God fucking Bible beaters. Now, come on, you know? Just because somebody says the earth is flat doesn't mean they're sitting there fucking, you know, getting it from a Bible. They get it from the science. The fact that NASA is full of shit, and you can see in any fucking video they never have once done a 360 in 65 years of space travel, it's because they don't want you to see what's behind them. The fucking set. There's another thing you never see a 360 in is a fucking movie. Why? Because they don't want you to see the set. They don't want you to see the fucking cameramen. Okay, for all of you who think the moon landing's real, one fucking thing. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin apparently take off to go to where what's his name Collins is up in the other spaceship. So from the lunar lander, they take off and fly up in the air supposedly with no fume, no jet plume, whatever, and fucking what do you know? The camera follows them up. Now you're talking about, 1969 people, and the camera follows them up and zooms in. Who the fuck is moving the camera? The only two astronauts supposedly on the moon just took the fuck off. The third astronaut is up orbiting the moon, supposedly. Who the fuck is manning the camera? Use your fucking heads. You are morons if you believe in the moon landing. Kodak film told you fucking the film melted 150 degrees. How the fuck did it stay non-melted in 250 degree sunlight on the moon? Use your fucking brains, people. If they did go to the moon, that's not the footage of it. And they lost all that footage apparently, right? Another anomaly we are just supposed to believe. Just like it's September 11th, those planes flew 500 and something miles, which they supposedly can't do at 700 feet. An anomaly we have to believe. The black box has disappeared. An anomaly we have to believe. 6 of the 7 pilots from the Challenger explosion are still alive. An anomaly we have to believe. Use your fucking heads, before you go talking shit about what somebody else believes because they've done massive amounts of research and their own experiments, and they've looked into the facts, not just what some fucking, Freemason Jesuit fucking society has put in their books. Because remember, they put magic bullets in books too. That's what kills presidents who aren't Freemasons. Books don't mean shit. Think about who writes them. What about Mein Kampf? Look at who wrote the fucking book before you automatically believe it. And then even if fucking Jesus or whoever you think is honorable, before you fucking believe this shit, go do your own experiments. Go look into it. Even when they try to prove the ether, that fucking light waves, can't possibly travel in outer space the same way because there has to be some type of ether, and they did all these experiments, they proved the Earth was not moving. Because if it did, then that would be proven by the speed of light. Right? And even when they redid the ether experiments on a table that they spun around at 30 kilometers per second, they proved that changes the speed of light because it's 30 kilometers less per second or whatever. But if the Earth was moving at almost 1,000 miles an hour, which it would have to do for a 24-hour day because it's 25,000 miles in diameter, right? So it's more than 1,000 miles per hour. It'd be easily proven. This would not be a fucking debate. It would be easily proven any day of the week. You could go outside, prove the curvature like that. Well, I can prove gravity because I can spin a fucking bucket around my head and the water doesn't come out of the bucket. Okay, put the water on the outside of the bucket, spin it around your fucking head, make the water stay on the outside of the bucket, and that'll prove gravity. You know? Just because it is a mainstream theory, just because it's accepted by people who are making millions and millions and millions of dollars off of this shit. Don't just believe it because it's spoon fed to you, because it's on the TV. Who controls the media? Look into it. Fucking, there's only like 3-4 people that control all of the media in the world. That's why fucking YouTube is now where you're getting the most real knowledge. Before that, it was The Daily Show. Shit is the only fucking thing saying the truth and real shit, talking shit about George Bush. And now, thank God for YouTube, because now we can actually get the fucking truth out there. And most of our videos are getting shut down. If you notice, you can't share half these fucking flat earth videos on Gmail. They somehow don't work to email addresses that actually work because they don't want you sharing this information. Use your fucking brains. People have never been above low Earth orbit. Understand what low Earth orbit is. 400 miles away. Supposedly our atmosphere goes for 6,200 miles. It's a lot more than 400 miles. The Van Allen belts start at 1,000 miles. Nobody's ever been through there. You can catch astronauts fucking up saying that. You can catch astronauts mistaken saying we haven't been to the moon, saying we still have to go to the moon. So instead of them fleecing the fucking taxpayers and we giving billions of dollars to these people, put billions of dollars back into the economy for real, or into curing homelessness or hunger or something that fucking matters besides going to space they cannot get to. I'm not saying there's a firmament. I'm not saying there's a glass ceiling. I don't know. I haven't fucking been there. I mean, a lot of these private rockets, though, seem to hit something that's not letting them go any further. And you can see that. But, I'm not going to say indefinitely. What I will say indefinitely is that with my experiments and the ones I've seen, the Earth is not round. And it is stationary. There's no way Polaris stays there. There's no way when in a 365-year cycle we come back to the same spot when we're supposed to be following the sun at millions of fucking miles a day. That does not make sense. We would never be in the same space. In an ever-expanding universe, the stars and everything would expand. But stars and constellations are in the same fucking space they were thousands and thousands of years ago. Speaking of thousands and thousands of years ago, if you believe in the Smithsonian, which is a government-run industry, and you believe in those popular theories, you believe all these pyramids were apparently made by civilizations that didn't talk to each other, didn't know anything about each other. So if all these civilizations made the same type of pyramids that line up with each other across the fucking planet perfectly. Look at ley lines. Understand the ley lines. There's no way they made all these fucking planets or pyramids connect across the planet and fucking line up perfectly in ways we cannot do today. Cutting stones in blocks that we cannot do today and cannot move today. There's no way fucking hunter and gatherers did this with primitive tools and just accidentally made them line up. I didn't know there was Egyptians over there. I didn't know there were people in Peru. I didn't know that. It doesn't make any sense. Use your fucking heads. These anomalies do not make sense. Use your fucking brain. Do the research yourself. Don't just spout some shit you heard in class. And that's my fucking rant on the flat earth. And for all you who still don't believe it and won't do the research yourself, go fuck yourselves in the ass. You're a bunch of fucking pussies and sheep that are too scared to think for yourself. Go play your fucking Xbox and be happy when the world collapses. Oh yeah, you won't be able to take care of yourself because you're fucking pussies. Learn how to make some fucking fire. So you're gonna be fucked without your little Xbox, and you're gonna be crying for your mommy like a little bitch because you've relied on everybody else to tell you what to do and how to think your whole life. Peace.